I'd like to thank you very much for being here this afternoon. It is a typical beautiful day in San Clemente, and I so appreciate you coming out to join us. But we're here today to focus on two particular issues that are more germane to San Clemente than any other part of the district. And one is, frankly, the threat of offshore drilling in our state, and secondly, the issue of the toll road extension, the 241, and how should that proposal ever see the light of day again, the negative impact that it would have here. Both of these issues, if followed through, if put into place, would tremendously negatively impact the quality of life that you experience here in this beachside community. And you know, I want to assure you that I am committed absolutely to opposition of offshore drilling for California and clearly for San Clemente, as well as opposing the extension of the 241 toll road. You know, it's interesting because the British petroleum spill in the Gulf, I think, illustrated the challenges that we face in terms of technology and the potential risk should we go down the road of expanding offshore drilling. And you know, we have a spectacular view here today, but the Gulf Coast also has some spectacular views that are now spoiled and will be for years. But if you can imagine oil here, that's honestly the risk that we would run should Mr. Calvert and those who agree with an expansion of offshore drilling, including the coast of California, would propose. And it is honestly a risk that we cannot afford and we should not afford. You know, the truth of the matter is that big oil has millions of acres, both onshore as well as offshore, that are already under lease. And frankly, my feeling is that they need to use what they already have access to, or they should give the leases back. They should return to the taxpayers, to the federal government. But the truth is, they have many locations that are already authorized. They do not need offshore drilling expanded on the Pacific coast, and frankly, I would not be expanding it on the Atlantic coast either. You know, there are other things that we could be doing, though. We do need to provide private incentives for entrepreneurs who are seeking to develop alternative fuels. That really is the future for us, and that is the path we need to take. And beyond that, we also need to look at the CAFE standards, the fuel efficiency for automobiles. I support a continued effort to improve that efficiency. Let the engineers resolve the issues. It certainly is being done in other countries, and it will continue to be done here if we encourage that. We need to move away from fossil fuels, and one way to do that is to improve efficiency as well as the alternative fuels. And beyond that, I think that we need to encourage states to support hybrid technology as they move toward electric cars again. And we really need to take the leadership in the world in that area as well. And we need to provide incentives as well as reward manufacturers who are based in the United States and pursuing that. Because it is certainly the case that in other countries they are pursuing that research, and we do not need to be beaten again to the manufacturing goal that we should have, which is to provide our own market needs here first.